I guess I should say before I get into the topics for this week that I'm going by Oliver now instead of Levi. Just because. Well, I guess I should talk about last week's topic because I missed it. It was talking about how to deal with unsupportive parents. And I know we've covered it before, but it's pretty important to talk about. You want to make sure that you're safe. That if you're going to come out to your parents, make sure that you already know, you have some kind of idea of how they're going to take it. Even though sometimes it can be very surprising how they respond. But you want to have some kind of idea. Maybe talk about something in the media like Caitlyn Jenner or something, kind of test the waters with them. And then if you feel safe enough to come out, go ahead, but at the same time, if you don't feel safe enough, I wouldn't. Especially if you're still living with them, or if you rely on them for financial support or anything like that. Be cautious, because you don't want to put yourself in danger. And also you want to make sure that you have some kind of support outside of your parents, whether it be a partner or friends, or some kind of mentor or teacher or anything like that. Make sure you have some source of support. Also, I think sometimes you just need to be patient with parents because their initial reaction might not be the same as how they respond to your identity in a month or a year. Parents do come around. They do. I'm not saying all of them do, but I'm saying some of them do. So just be patient, because while it is a big thing that you're going through and it's completely, like, it can make you depressed and anxious and all these things, and it's a big adjustment for you, it's also going to be a big adjustment for your parents. So I think to completely, like, invalidate their feelings and their opinions is not totally fair. I mean, obviously they shouldn't lash out at you and they shouldn't say anything disrespectful, but just be aware that if they're, like, taken aback and need some time to digest what they've just been told, then that's totally okay. I think this week's topic was talking about how to start testosterone. Let me see. Yeah, how do you start testosterone? Okay, for me, I live in the States, and basically I think for most places you have to get some kind of referral letter from a counselor or therapist. So I went to a gender therapist for about 4 weeks, for about a month, and then she wrote me a referral saying that I needed testosterone, that I know about the effects, and I know that it would be beneficial to me to start. So I had to find an endocrinologist and tell her who it was so she could send him that letter. So she did that, and then I went in, or I had to call a few times to make sure that they got it and everything, set up an appointment, and then I would go in and we'd talk about it for a little bit, and then he'd be like, okay, well, you know, you have to get your levels checked, you have to get some blood work done. So then you come in, a couple more appointments to get that done, and then his nurses called me once everything looked good. Said, okay, like, let's schedule your first shot. And then you go in and they give you your shot, and then you go in for, I think it varies depending on doctor, but I had to go in for the first month. I had to go into the doctor's office to get my shots, and then take another test, get some more blood work done to make sure that I was getting the right dose. And then I went in for a learning, like to learn how to give myself the shots. And now I'm in the process of getting my prescription of testosterone so that I can just do them in my house. But that's proving to be pretty difficult, just because I have to order through Optum RX or something, and they have the wrong address, and it's a process. Yeah, basically that's how I started testosterone. And yeah, I imagine it's pretty similar in most states, and I don't know about Canada or abroad, but I think that's the general consensus from what I've heard. I guess that's it. Seasonal updates. I am a week or so, 2 months and a week, I don't know, on testosterone. And like I said, I'm waiting for my prescription, and that's been such a hassle. But, you know, feeling good. I'm gonna start looking into top surgery and try to get on that train. And yeah, that's about all the new stuff that's going on in my life, generally. Okay, I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you have a nice Halloween weekend. Stay safe, and yeah, I'll see you next Monday, and it'll be November, huh? Mm-hmm. By next Monday, it'll be November. That's crazy. But I'll see you then. I'll see you in November. I will see you in
someone like you. Is it sad? Sure. But it's a sadness I